But all of this signaling the market's idea that we're looking at much greater odds of a recession, not just here, but globally. Bitcoin actually dropping below 80,000 right now. Wow. It's at 76,470.
Well, 74 for a while. Yeah, it's a market phenomenon at this point, not economic, but it's getting awful close. And you look at junk bond spreads as well. That journal has a good piece on when you'll start to see the markets indicating that this is spreading to the economy.
Well, that's the question. I think there's a real issue about contagion. And it's possibly, by the way, a day away at the rate we're going.
Well, normally the dollar goes up when
it's not really
scariness like this, and it's not. It bounced on Friday.
I don't know if that's a reflection of the dollar.
That's a reflection
of
the confidence in
flight to quality has gone to treasuries. It has not gone to the dollar.
What I'm saying is I think you could start to
would.
see at some point there are going to be investment firms that are going to blow up that are on margin. There are going to be private credit operations that are going to run into trouble that won't be able to provide credit to small businesses and large businesses.
And that's when it starts to go to the economy itself.
Well, by the way, by default,
I think it already is.
By default, this is already forecasting what we all think is going to happen in the economy. But yes, is this already going to impact the economy? Do you think that retirees who are watching the broadcast right now are running out to buy a new anything right now? No.
I've got a daughter graduating next month. Like, what's the job market look like? What are companies going to do?
Everybody's freaking out of their minds, and so this is a true man-made disaster.
It is. It's self-inflicted, and they got too cute by a factor of about 10 with the way they calculated the tariffs, because the tariffs are not nearly as high as what that weird equation brought, and it allowed them to make an offer that seemed reasonable, like a half, which really wasn't a half. Right. It's much higher than that, and that allows them, I think, to pretend that they're giving a little when they're really just getting. It shouldn't be over.
But here's the next problem. If you're the administration, the longer this goes on, the harder it actually is to make a good deal, meaning to actually walk away with a win. Because if you are a foreign country today, if you're President Xi today, who, by the way, has a lot more patience than I think we do, who sits around and actually says, this guy's not only going to be under pressure from us, he's under pressure from his own people.
He is, but we're still in a much stronger position than anyone we're trying to extract concessions from. And they're going to get... They can try to wait us out and say, wow, Trump's under... I don't know how much pressure
We just don't want to be the king of the losers.
Right.
You don't know how much pressure Trump's under? I think that we are about to come to a point where, he hasn't been under pressure, in part because he's scared everybody from talking out loud and saying bad things about him.
He's going to get Republicans in Congress.
But I think right now you're about to start to see the dam break when it comes to Republicans in Congress.
Right.
I think business folks...
There are already 7 senators, Republican senators.
This is where you start...
Business folks who have been too scared to say anything, I think you're starting to hear from them.
This is where you trot out the Vietnam, or we had 50 calls over the weekend, but there's also some people saying that they weren't that nice about the 50 calls that they got, and they're saying, no, that's not enough, that they're still standing tough. Maybe that changes, though. Yardeni's going to come on. He's right. If you were to see, or, what Ackman suggested, take 30 days, take 90 days before you put, that would be
to negotiate before you put these things
before you put them on. The other thing...
But by the way, that strategy to me, separately... Yeah. is probably going to create just as much uncertainty, because all of a sudden we're going to be the same way that we sit with this TikTok deadline, every 75 days, and that there's another 75 days to go. If you announce that there's a 90-day moratorium, the markets may like it marginally, but they're not really going to like it that much, because they're going to say, okay, now we have another 90 days of this.
Right. Things to keep in mind, just in perspective, on an absolute level, these numbers aren't really that scary. It's giving back about 2 years of really big gains, admittedly, but I
just talked to Yardeni in the makeup room. This would be one of the fastest entries into bear market in history.
Yeah, and with no exogenous
event. With no other thing that's causing it. If you're looking at today's losses, if they continue at the levels we're looking right now,
S&P's in a bear market.
But you're also looking at the S&P having the biggest losses they've seen since 1987.
It's quickly
over 3 days.
Just to put it in perspective again, we were sweating getting up above 4,000 and worried about a retest, the Mike Wilson 3,000 retest of the lows and the worst case scenario. We're breaking under 5,000.
We're going to get back in the fours today.
We're going to get back in the high 4,900 or so. One of Jeremy Grantham's acolytes, and Jeremy Grantham, he's always, the world's always in him. But this guy says we're still 30 to 40% overvalued in the S&P, regardless of tariffs.
Is this a defense of tariffs?
I'm sorry?
Is this like
Do you want someone to defend the tariffs?
No, I just didn't understand.
No,
this idea that we're suggesting, well, everything's...
No, I'm not suggesting everything's okay. I'm saying to keep it in perspective, the pandemic low was 2,300. No one wants to go back there. When we had 2 Octobers in 2022 and 2023 where we were worried about going back to the lows, that was down we were trying to get through 4,000. This is 2 years of outsized gains and giving it all back in 3 days. And no one's saying that it's pleasant or anything. I'm just saying, as far as perspective goes, just have some historical perspective before you.
Druckenmiller had said before that he was in favor of up to 10% tariffs.
Yeah, but not above that.
But not above that. He posted that on X yesterday, saying that he's not in favor of tariffs at these levels, not above 10%.
The only historical context I think you actually need is what we talked about on Friday, which is that global trade in 1930 dropped by 60% in 12 months. That's the only historical context that actually matters.
The Port of Los Angeles, I think there are estimates that it will lose 15% of trade this week if these tariffs hold.
By the way, that was very interesting because the longshoremen out there are saying this is going to be worse than COVID. It was very interesting because you have that union on one end saying this is going to be worse than COVID. And then you obviously have the UAW and others who were standing there in the Rose Garden clapping.
I don't know how you could kill an economy in 4 days. How long have we been liberated? We've been liberated since, was that Tuesday or Wednesday?
Of last week.
That's what I say. It's still a market for, and markets are 90% of the time it's not based on anything other than how investors are feeling in terms of sentiment. And it can overshoot by 50%, it can undershoot.
In the long term, it's a weighing machine. In the short term, it's a voting machine. And the market is voting that they don't like this at all. They think it's safe.
I know. And it could end 6 months from now, we could be in a recession.
Yeah.
But the jobs number was great on Friday.
Which is why you're not going to get rate cuts. The market is now anticipating 5 rate cuts.
I don't think we're going to have inflation either. I think in an
inflation is a bigger problem right now than the jobs market is.
Is what?
Inflation is a bigger problem.
I don't think we're going to get inflation. If you look at oil at 59 or whatever, mortgage rates, interest rates.
I'm just saying the latest reads on inflation are a bigger problem for the Fed.
They were, and there'll be one-time price increases from tariffs if they stay. I think. This is so fluid. We've seen how we've got Navarro on today. I'm sure he'll be as strident as ever.